Hello fragrance family and friends, I'm Tommy with Studio Sense and welcome to today's video. Acqua di Gio, the OG, the original Acqua di Gio, is probably the best selling fragrance of all time for men's fragrance. So this one deserves our attention. The fragrance, of course, I'm referring to is Acqua di Gio Profumo Special Blend. Came out in 2017. When we return, we're gonna unbox that bad boy. I'm gonna smell it for the first time and give you my first impressions, that and more, so stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm talking about a Giorgio Armani fragrance from the Acqua di Gio line of fragrances. It was a special release back in, I believe, 2017. It is called Acqua di Gio Profumo Special Blend. This is going to be very similar, I believe, to the Acqua di Gio Profumo, only a little bit more refined and special, thus the special blend. But first, let's check out that presentation. Acqua di Gio Profumo Special Blend is an eau de parfum. The bottle may look completely opaque, but actually with the light behind it, you can almost see through it. So it's just very, very dark, and I do like that. It does have a little bit different color. You've got the brown with the gold highlights. The Acqua di Gio Giorgio Armani, the Profumo, the Special Blend, that's all in like gold lettering, and then of course it's got some gold highlights on the bottom and on the cap. The cap is magnetic, so that's really nice. Feature. This is the 75 ml bottle and it is an eau de parfum concentration. Now, what about that juice? What is special about Special Blend? Why do they call it that? Well, you may have noticed on the back of the box, and though I didn't give you a ton of time to read that, if you didn't read it, I'm going to read it for you. It actually says Special Blend is an exclusive edition of Acqua di Gio Profumo. For the first time, one of its emblematic ingredients, the patchouli, was selected and harvested in Guatemala as part of an ethical sourcing program established by the perfume's creator, Giorgio Armani. Ingredients that are used to source these fragrances and do it in a more ethical way, I can get behind that all day long. I really think that's a fantastic way to do that. And I guess that's part of the Special Blend because that particular ingredient was sourced in another area specifically for the release of this fragrance. What about the notes in the fragrance? Let's take a look at that note breakdown. Acqua di Gio Profumo Special Blend by Giorgio Armani is an aromatic aquatic fragrance for men. It features top notes of bergamot and marine or sea notes, middle notes of rosemary, sage, and geranium. Base notes are patchouli and incense. Now, other websites say that this has fir, that it's got ambroxan, cachalox. I'm not going to focus on being obsessively, compulsively, right about the ingredients note. We're told it's got a particular sourced kind of patchouli, and I think that should be our focus. Also, we know that there are aquatic or marine notes, and because that's the claim to fame to Acqua di Gio is the aqua portion, the marine or aquatic side of this fragrance. Gotta love the presentation. I really like any kind of lid that's magnetic, really nice. Now the gold isn't a shiny gold, it's kind of a brushed gold. A little bit darker, bronzed almost, you could say, and I really like the combination of that with the opaque dark brown bottle. So let's try out that. We know the atomizer for this fragrance is going to be excellent. It's one of those that you can almost meter a little bit to decide how much juice that you want to come out. Oh man, this is so good, so good. The quality of ingredients in this fragrance are so good compared to other aquatic fragrances. Like the original Profumo, you've got that DNA that's there, but it's a lot more refined. This one feels a lot more densely packed. Like quite literally, there's a lot to unpack here when it comes to the notes. Putting it on skin for that dry down, but I really like that opening. The opening is very dark and rich for an aquatic fragrance. It's very resinous, but the resins of the incense and the darkness, the earthiness, and the richness of the patchouli, they work so well together. It's almost like they knock off the harsh corners, and it's just this smooth blend. Wow. So Acqua di Gio Profumo Special Blend is like the deepest, earthiest part of the sea, whereas the Acqua di Gio Profundo and Acqua di Gio, the original, are just like the surface sea, more marine, more briny sea. And this is a deeper, darker, earthier sea. This is like an intelligent, densely packed kind of seabed. You've definitely got your aquatics there, you definitely got your salt, but it's less briny and more earthy. So like I mentioned, like the seabed itself, like this is more plant, vegetal, dense, dark earth than it is briny, salty, sunshine aquatics. Very much an improvement over the Profumo. In fact, if Profumo were sitting on a shelf, Special Blend were sitting on the shelf, I would get this probably over that 9 out of 10 times probably. The darkness in this really surprises me. This is a really nice, rich, so being that it's an aquatic, this is the aquatic that you can wear in wintertime. Honestly, it's a spring and summer fragrance. Yes, as Acqua di Gio historically traditionally has been. This is a winter aquatic. This is definitely something that you can wear in winter owing to the darker nature, the more compacted nature. This also kind of has a strong incense, menthol type quality to it that lends itself to being very aromatic. So it's definitely not something that you're going to need to spray heavy sprays of because it carries itself really well. It's projecting really well off my arm. I would imagine because of the denser, darker nature of the fragrance, your longevity is going to be there as well. Just like the typical longevity of an Acqua di Gio is usually above average, right around 8 to 10 hours. Probably get that out of this. But as a first impression, I'm not going to tell you wholly that that's the case. However, as I continue to wear this, I will give you a full review of it. I think what's part and parcel to that mentholic note is the patchouli. It's very spicy. It's almost got like a minty quality to it that I really like. And that's the emblematic player or the heavy hitter in this fragrance is that patchouli. The earthy, mentholic, minty, kind of dark, rich overtones. And again, is what's contributing to making this a great winter aquatic fragrance, which there aren't a ton of, actually. If a fragrance can have a characteristic or an attribute of encouragement, this one definitely does. And the fact that the way that the patchouli was sourced is also part of that as well, I believe, because it carries that in the DNA. I think it's a fantastic addition to the Acqua di Gio line. I think it's a notable improvement over the original Profumo as a special blend, and I would highly recommend that if you're able to get this one, you might want to pick that up. Well guys, that's it for my unboxing and first impressions, my relatively quick overview of this fantastic fragrance. I could say a lot more about it, such as it lends itself to not only casual wear, but being dressed up because it's got a darker, earthier nature. You can also dress up with this fragrance, so it is a little bit more upscale than the Acqua di Gio that you're used to. It's got a much broader versatility, not only spring and summer, but also winter. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel and checking out today's video review of Acqua di Gio Profumo Special Blend. If you've got any experience with this fragrance, let me know what your thoughts are on it. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.